starting a new business at 41 years of age, when I spent 15 years building my other business, is a reputational gamble. But if I want to get myself out of the drift, it's something I needed to do, and it's something I took my time on to decide what to do. I remember 25 years of age, I played rugby as a career. It's what paid for my family's lifestyle. It was the main source of income at the time. And I remember with about 6 weeks to the end of the season, I'm running around the rugby pitch and I can feel, well, I know what it is now, but I didn't know what it was then, but I could feel the unalignment with what I was doing, an unalignment with playing rugby. The enjoyment had gone out of it. New contract talks were due in, and I came off that pitch deciding that this was going to be my last season at 24 years of age, and I was going to go away and start my own business, and I didn't have a clue what that business was. And that's exactly what I did. I quit my career, which, was paying the bills, paying for the lifestyle, to do something which was totally unknown because I was not aligned with it. And I've come to 41 years of age, and I've got those same feelings about the business which I've been working with for 15 years. But this hasn't been an instant decision. It's not been the rugby pitch decision when I was 25. 41. It's taken me a good 18 months to make this decision to step away from the business which I've built over 15 years, which is paid for a great lifestyle. It's turned over 100 million in revenue, to start something fresh and start something which I am now aligned with. And that is what I'm doing today. And that is why I'm going to share with you on the drift, because if I kept on doing what I was doing, I would drift further and further away. Yeah, I'm here today because I want to do something, what I want to do. I want to achieve goals that I want to achieve. And I want to take all the lessons I've learned over the last 15 years, put the good ones into action, and leave the bad ones behind. So I feel like for the last 2 years, I have really been deep in my drift. But I believe that finding my new chapter when it comes to restarting in a business is all a part of the recovery from the drift. Finding something which I am aligned with, and finding something I want to do, not because I have to, but because I want to. Goals I want to achieve, which are balanced with the lifestyle I want to live, with my family, but goals that I want to achieve, not because they're goals that society says chase, just chasing anything. So these are this is what has contributed towards the drift. And now, after 2 years, I have made the decision to take a step away from that business. And that business still remains. And my wife has kindly taken over the baton again, which, I know I'm extremely lucky. And I know a lot of people might not have that option, but there is other options out there. But as we move forward, what does the last 2 years look like for me? I know I've wanted to do something different. And I didn't want to rush into anything. I got comfortable. The business which I was doing, it made me extremely comfortable with the great lifestyle it's providing, thanks to all the hard work. But it wasn't with alignment what I really wanted to do. So it was like going through the motions, not being the true version of myself just to, for the paycheck, which I know a lot of people think, oh, well, you just earn a paycheck. You're doing fantastic. And, you're doing something you don't want to do. Oh, poor you. But when you're actually in that and you've been doing it for 15 years and you've got more in the tank, it can be quite, it's a head wreck of a place. It's the unalignment and there's a head wreck of a place. I am not the same person who started that business 15 years ago who I am today. My identity has totally changed, and I want to grow into my new identity. And I feel like I've outgrown my identity in that business, and I want to create a new identity for myself. Well, I'm already in a new identity for myself. So when you're doing something because you are getting a nice paycheck, but it's unaligned with you, it doesn't actually make life happy. It doesn't make actually life happy. That's why I would say get a good paycheck, doing what you really like to do. That is called a happy life, a successful life. And that is what That's kind of what I am building right now, is something I really want to do, goals I really want to achieve, rather than going for goals because, the industry says, the industry says you are success if you achieve these goals. When really I want to be chasing goals because I want to chase goals. I don't want to be chasing them chase is the wrong word. I want to be achieving goals based on my bigger goals, which are making sure the real me is there for my family. So it's all about balance. Yeah, all about balance. But no, it's definitely been a roller coaster for 2 years of making this decision. So I've been comfortable. Also, maybe a little bit self-doubt. Yeah, I'm walking away from something which is built over 15 years, which is a proven success model. Yeah, it's a massive gamble. It's a reputation gamble too. I have a good reputation without being big-headed in what I do. I've helped over 25,000 people in 14 different countries build a business. And even though that's it's been in a direct sales arena, and now I'm stepping in and really showing my skills outside that arena. And I have worked with a lot of people outside that arena, but not officially. And now I'm stepping 2 foot in, helping people solve their drift. Yeah, helping people solve their drift away from life, because it is a big problem for men of this certain age. But yeah, it's so reputation's on the line, and I'm fine with that. I love having my back against the wall, proving people wrong. And what else would I say has really been holding me back is finding the right thing. Yeah, making sure I am well and truly identified with what I want to do and where I want to go. And yeah, so finding the actual, and I found it at last. Yeah, I didn't rush into it. Like that rugby story, it was kind of a split decision. And I remember that was so much freedom doing that. And I didn't have no worries. But at 41 years of age, yeah, you have those more worries. The older you get, the more barriers which go up. So yeah, I've let my barriers down, and it's time to live my best life. And that's my advice to you guys: is go on and live your best life. If you are thinking of starting something new after 40, the fear is real, and I get you, and I understand you. However, I want you to know, I heard someone tell themselves they're 43 years of age, they're past it. Number one, your life is only just getting started. I know there's that very stereotypical saying, life starts at 40, but 40 is still a young age. 40 is actually a great age to restart, because you bring in 20 plus years maybe of experience to the table, and you can work on what works and what not works in some things. Of course, you're still going to learn. We're always learning. But you bring in experience to the table, and you have your whole life ahead of you. So yeah, you can restart 40. And I want you to have that confidence in yourself. So if something resonating with you on this video, if you're restarting in your 40s or maybe your 50s, let me know what your fears are in the comment box below. I answer every comment. And make sure you subscribe to the channel and continue to watch the videos on the drift.